I discovered more predictive programming concerning the present-day situation in Stephen King's novel The Stand. This predictive programming shows up even more prominently in the miniseries that was made based on the book. I already went over how the whole novel is nothing but predictive programming for the coronavirus hoax that was going to be played out on us by the Wedge World Order. There is a character in the book called Trash Can Man, and numerically, through gematria, it shows that Trash Can Man represents Donald Trump. In the end of the book, Trash Can Man kills everyone with a nuclear bomb. He's a crazy schizophrenic pyromaniac who blows up an oil refinery and basically causes chaos and destruction. If you look at a picture of Trash Can Man and Donald Trump, there is a similarity in appearance. In fact, it was funny to notice that someone on Reddit has already made this comparison, and they are absolutely right, as we will see with the way they coded this with gematria. This character was intended to represent Donald Trump. This is more mockery, more of them foreshadowing the reality they have scripted for us. Nuclear bombs are a hoax, and so is viral pandemics. And of course they love to combine both in fictional stories, and The Stand is very much one of those stories. The Trash Can Man symbolizes chaos and destruction. The Wedge World Order scripted chaos and destruction for America under their puppet actor president, Donald Trump. In gematria, Trash Can Man equals 18568. Donald John Trump equals 18568. In the alphabetic order, Trash Can Man sums to 112. His name is Donald Elbert. Yes, Donald Elbert. Donald Trump. Donald equals 112. Donald Elbert equals 112. Donald Elbert also equals 68, like Donald Trump in the same cipher, like Trash Can Man. President Donald Trump, 112-292. The character's full name is Donald Mervyn Elbert, which also sums to 292. Trash Can Man is a pyromaniac. Notice how the word pyromaniac goes together with coronavirus, 155-56, just like Society of Jesus, which is coded all over the coronavirus affair, just like Stephen King and Captain Trips, the name of the fictional virus in The Stand. The Jesuits operate in 112 countries. In the Stand miniseries, Trash Can Man was played by the actor Matt Frewer. Notice his whole name, Matthew George Matt Frewer, sums to 114, just like President of the United States. Matt Frewer and Donald Trump share and overlap in the two reduction ciphers. Matt Frewer was born in the year 1958. Donald Trump was winner of the 58th presidential election from a 58-story Trump Tower, who hired 58-year-old Steve Ray for the ceremonies. Trash Can Man is from a fictional town of Potanville, which equals 58. Matt Frewer was 58 years old when Donald Trump won the phony selection. The Stand miniseries premiered on a date 5/8. There is a span of 29 weeks and 2 days between Matt Frewer's and Donald Trump's birthdays on a leap year. I already pointed out how Donald Mervyn Albert equals 292, and so does President Donald Trump. If you exclude the end date, then it is 29 weeks and 1 day. Matthew George Frewer equals 291. As for the Jesuit connection and Trash Can Man being a pyromaniac, it was Ignatius of Loyola, one of the main founders of the Jesuits, who told his followers, "Go forth and set the world on fire." That phrase sums to 144 like Jesuit order. Think of the name Ignatius. It sounds like the word ignite or ignition. The Jesuit order sums to 201. Ignatius of Loyola sums to 201. Think Event 201 relating to the coronavirus. And the fictional town that Trash Can Man is from, Powhtanville, Indiana, equals 201. The Stand miniseries aired in the year 1994. It aired 10 months and 25 days after Trump's birthday in 1993. The Stand equals 125. It was also exactly 47 weeks. Trump, White House, and President all equal 47. Trump was 47 years old when the Stand miniseries aired. Trump's birthday in 1994, the same year as the Stand miniseries was released, had 133 numerology. Government, President, White House all sum to 133. You can also say the Stand premiered 10 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days after Trump's birthday. Notice Captain Trips equals 146 as well, just like Trump's birthday, which is 14/6 or June 14. Trump won the selection on a date with 56 numerology. And of course, look at how much that number has to do with the coronavirus bullshit while he's in office. Trump's birthday on the year he won the selection, in 2016, also had 56 date numerology. If we measure from Trump's 1994 birthday to the date he wins the selection, it's 22 years and 148 days. Donald John Trump equals 220, and Donald J. Trump equals 148. Donald Trump won the phony rigged election 22 years and 185 days after the Stand miniseries premiered. I already pointed out how Donald John Trump equals 220 and 185, and Trash Can Man equals 185. Remember, Trash Can Man is a pyromaniac, which also equals 52, like President, White House, and Government. There was a news story of the words Black Lives Matter being painted on a street in front of the Trump Tower on July 9th, 2020. That date had 56 numerology. Black Lives Matter and Trump Tower both equal 56. This took place 25 days after Trump's birthday, and Trump equals 25. It could be said it was the 26th day of his age. Trump Tower equals 101, the 26th prime number. It's all ritual. It's not random. How do you break people free of this mind control? It's actors playing out roles, playing out scripts, staging phony events to get people to accept tyranny and other bullshit. And yet people are mired in this crap. They side with one fucking aspect of this circus or another, when both sides are nothing more than mind control that lead to the same tyranny, the New World Order. It's a clown show, and they stage these clown figures that people take seriously, these clown figures that pretend to attack each other and trash talk each other, like in the phony wrestling. And people's minds are completely mired in this fiction, and they don't see where it's leading them, regardless what side you take in this fiction. Meanwhile, people are secretly being mocked with this numeric code, this scripted reality, a deception and a con job that gets scripted decades in advance, where they don't grasp that all they have is an illusion of choice, and they keep participating in these fucking phony elections, these phony left versus right debates, as if it means something, when the script is playing out the way it was written decades in advance. Matthew Frewer sums to 165, and Trump was born on the 165th day of the year.